Final expense telephone sales is definitely not for everyone. However, in the current environment with what's presently going on out there, now is probably the best time to start selling final expense over the phone, whether you're a face-to-face sales professional or not. I'm Douglas Massi, and in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 very important tips for final expense telephone sales success. Coming up next. With everything that's going on, the entire country shutting down, millions and millions of people out of work, selling final expense over the phone is probably starting to sound pretty good to you right now. Am I right? Congratulations, you didn't miss the boat. Now is absolutely the perfect time to start selling final expense over the phone. You see, most of the people we sell final expense to are already retired and on a fixed income, so the financial crisis that's going on and going to be going on for years is not really going to have much of an effect on them, if any at all, at least not on our typical final expense sales prospect. So guys, before I share 3 tips for final expense telephone sales success, this is when I'm going to ask that you smash down on the thumbs up button, and if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please do that now because we're putting out new content on a weekly basis. Also, if you'll hang around until the very end of this video, I'm going to share with you how you can get a copy of the telephone sales medical questions page that you can use with your clients while you're making your telephone sales presentation. This thing is perfect for keeping all your important notes, so you have everything you need to complete the application, to do the phone interview for everybody that you sell to. My first tip is to make sure you're working with a script that has been used by successful final expense telephone sales agents and was actually developed with some thinking and over time. You see, right now agencies are scrambling and sharing these super generic garbage presentations with their downline agents. The problem is most of these presentations are not very good at all, and all they do is help you find those low-hanging fruit. That's really not good, because when you sell final expense over the phone, if you don't spend enough time building rapport with your prospect, even those low-hanging fruit sales are going to be limited. Tip number 2, either work an inbound lead like call transfers, which we currently have for sale to the public, or use a good dialer so you can put all your fresh weekly final expense leads into the dialer and hit the dial button. 4 years ago, when I had an office in Miramar, Florida, and had agents selling final expense over the phone, we used a combination of final expense call transfers along with live inbound TV commercial leads. The TV leads cost around $40 each and are very difficult to get a hold of for independent agents. In my opinion, inbound TV leads are the best lead for selling final expense over the phone. However, they're almost impossible for an independent agent like yourself to get a hold of. You see, the companies that buy and sell TV leads, these live, inbound type of TV leads, the ones where the client sees a TV commercial about buying final expense, they dial the phone number, and then you're the one who answers it. Well, unfortunately, all these companies can only sell this type of live TV lead to people who are licensed into like 20 to 30 states maybe. So unless you're licensed in a lot of states, I wouldn't even waste my time trying to buy them. That's just the tip of the iceberg. The TV lead companies are also going to have a weekly minimum that you're going to have to buy. The smallest amount of TV leads that I've been able to broker was like 50 a week. So unless you have the bankroll to spend $2,000 a week for like 50 inbound TV leads, well, call transfers are definitely going to be the best way to go for you, for an independent life insurance agent. Using an automatic dialer system will make it easier for you to speak with more people on a daily basis, and a good dialer already has a recorder built into it. So you can record all your calls or just certain parts of the call, and it has a simple 3-way call system. So when it's time to get the insurance company on the phone for the phone interview, all you do is you hit the connect button and it's going to automatically make that call for you. There's nothing wrong with hand dialing all of your leads, all your calls, especially when you're new, and you're just getting started in final expense telesales, getting through the learning curve. But if you're going to make a career out of this, you should start doing research for a good dialer today, because without an inbound TV lead, or at least good call transfers, your success is going to depend on you speaking with as many people as humanly possible on a daily basis. Tip number 3, and no matter what you do, this is probably the best tip, the most important advice that you will ever get from me. So listen up. Make sure your leading product, your main carrier, the one you're placing most of your business, your final expense telephone sales business with, does true Social Security billing and not just the regular Social Security billing. What's the difference between the two, you ask? A carrier that does true Social Security billing drafts the client's payment on the day they receive their money, even if it's before the normal draft date. So if you're supposed to be drafting the payment on the 3rd of each month, and the 3rd happens to fall on a Sunday or a Saturday or a holiday when the bank is closed, your client will actually get their money, their Social Security benefits, on the business day before, which is usually a Friday. Yeah, they're going to get their Social Security money or their VA benefits before the 3rd. So if you use a carrier like Mutual of Omaha, for example, with these folks, the draft won't even happen until days after the client gets their money. And since these folks are living check to check, and they will usually clear out their checking account on the same day they get paid. So most of the companies, again, like Mutual of Omaha is the best example I can think of, will go to draft the payment, then they will send you your commission, you'll get paid, and then 48 hours later, you're going to realize that the money wasn't even there when they went to draft the money. So now you just got advanced 9 months worth of money that you did not earn for a sale that you really didn't make. The companies that do true Social Security billing will actually draft the money before the client can get to it. Which will keep your sales on the books better, a lot better. Therefore, you will not have to pay back as much money to the carrier, for the insufficient funds. In other words, you're going to get a lot less insufficient funds, a lot more clients staying on the books. Think about it. Wouldn't it suck if you made 5 sales and 3 of them falls off the books within, let's say, the first couple of months, and now you got to pay all that money back to the insurance company? That's why all of the agents on our sales team lead with a carrier that will do true Social Security billing, period. For a copy of the telephone sales medical questions page that I mentioned earlier, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com. And for more information on working with us, on selling final expense through us, whether it's telesales or face-to-face, you can shoot me an email at that same address. Remember, guys, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. So either get out there or get on that phone right now and see what you can do to help somebody today. Happy hunting.